Griezmann returns to Atletico Madrid. How does he compare to the player that left? It was well after the final whistle on deadline day, but, eventually, Antoine Griezmann's return to Atletico Madrid was officially confirmed. 2 years after leaving, Griezmann has joined on a season-long loan from Barcelona, with the deal including an option to extend for a further year and a compulsory permanent transfer clause. Earlier this month, Barca, in a straw-clutching move following Lionel Messi's departure for Paris Saint-Germain, made a rather big deal of Griezmann making his 100th club appearance. Not even 2 weeks later, he is gone. On that landmark appearance, Griezmann hit the crossbar in a 4-2 win over his former club Real Sociedad, where he had developed into one of La Liga's brightest attackers before joining Atleti in 2014. He went on to score 94 La Liga goals for Diego Simeone's team before a long-rumored switch to Barca went through. Yet he has never quite managed to scale the same heights at Camp Nou as he did at his previous home. A disappointing first campaign marred by injuries and inconsistency left Griezmann playing catch-up last term, though he did net 20 times across all competitions to finish as Barca's second leading scorer. Stats Perform assesses how Griezmann's efforts last season match up to his best campaign from his previous Atleti stint, as well as looking at what he could contribute to Simeone's attack. Griezmann at his peak. Griezmann was a model of consistency throughout his time at Atleti, as he became the perfect, versatile forward for Simeone's disciplined side. He partnered Mario Mandzukic, Fernando Torres and Diego Costa among others during his time at the club, transforming himself from a speedy winger to a center forward with predatory instincts in the penalty area, as well as harboring plenty of creative talents. Though he played more games, 54, and scored more goals, 32, during the 2015-16 season, Griezmann's finest campaign at Atleti arguably came in 2017-18. His tally of 19 La Liga strikes was 11 more than any other Atleti player as he finished 6th in the scoring charts overall. Griezmann added another 10 goals across the cup competitions, however, including a brace in the Europa League final to help Atleti beat Marseille 3-0 in Lyon. Only Griezmann got into double figures for Atleti in terms of assists, 13, while only Coke, 81, created more chances than his total of 65. Griezmann was clinical when opportunities came his way too, converting 52.38% of the 42 big chances, an opportunity defined as one, where the player should score, that were crafted for him, while he ranked top for attempts, 124, as he averaged a goal every 133 minutes. To cap off an exceptional domestic campaign, Griezmann put in a man-of-the-match display as France beat Croatia 4-2 in the 2018 World Cup final. Past his best? After making much of his call to stay put at Atleti, he took part in a mini-documentary to confirm his decision before the 2018 World Cup. Griezmann completed a Euros 120 million switch to Barca a year later. It was not without controversy. Atleti insisted Barca had fallen some €80 million short of the obligated fee, but the transfer was nevertheless upheld. His first season at Camp Nou was one to forget, eventually ending with a humbling 8-2 Champions League defeat to Bayern Munich on home soil. Griezmann came into his second season with a renewed sense of purpose and finally seemed to click under new boss Ronald Koeman. Playing 51 times in all competitions, including making 45 starts, he clocked up 3,904 minutes in total, the second most he has managed in a campaign since moving to Atletico. A total of 20 goals sees him fall some way short of the 29 he managed in 2017-18, though his 12 assists come close to matching his Atleti peak. His expected assists, XA, total of 8.99 does suggest the quality of opportunities he created was perhaps not wholly responsible for his final total. Given he was linking up with Messi, this is perhaps no surprise. It was, though, also the case in 2017-18, with Griezmann tallying an expected assists figure of 6.3, suggesting his Atleti teammates were finishing chances they may not have been expected to. Griezmann created more chances, 67, last term than in his 2017-18 season, though his conversion rate of gilt-edged opportunities dropped to 39.39%. Only in 2018-19, 15.11, did Griezmann have a lower shot conversion rate than last term, 18.02. While there was no international glory for him this time around either, he scored once as France dropped out of Euro 2020 in the last 16. Back where he belongs? Griezmann was the main man at Atleti, but had to play in the shadow of Messi at Barca, not to mention Luis Suarez, before he moved on to Madrid. Barca sold Suarez to Atleti last year, and, well, the rest is history. The former Liverpool star scored 21 league goals as Atleti clinched their second title under Simeone. Griezmann's haul of 13 goals would have put him as Atleti's second highest scorer in La Liga last term, 4 ahead of the next forward in Angel Correa, though midfielder Marcos Llorente plundered 12 in a more advanced role. Of Atleti players, only Llorente, 11, Yannick Carrasco, 10, and Correa, 8, provided more league assists than Griezmann 7 from 42 chances created in total. While he has failed to score or create a single opportunity across Barca's 3 league games so far this season, Simeone must surely be confident he can get Griezmann operating at somewhere close to his former glory. With city rivals Real Madrid failing to land Kylian Mbappé in the transfer window, Atleti will surely fancy their chances of reigning in Spain once again.